Today we discuss about the working of the Babcock and Wilcox boiler. In my last video I discussed the components of the Babcock and Wilcox boiler and why it is called the Babcock and Wilcox. So I repeated some again the components. This is a steam and water drum, and one half is filled with water and another half is filled with the steam. That is connected with the uphead and downtake header, and both the uptake and downtake header, these are connected with the help of water tubes which are inclined at 5 to 15 degree, and these are the breeze valve deflector. Here is the furnace, and at fire grate coal is fed through the fire door, and after burning the ash is collected in the ash pit, and this is the path of the flue gases. Upward path is there. So now we discuss the working. The hot combustion gases caused by the burning of the fuel on the grate rise and are deflected upward breeze valve deflector and pass over to the front portion water tubes. So this is the front portion of the water tube. By this way they complete the first pass. So with the provision of the baffles, so these are the baffles. So with the provision of the baffles, they deflect downward and complete the secondary pass. So as we can see, the flue gases deflect downward and complete the secondary pass. Again with the provision of baffle, they rise upward and complete the third pass. So as we can say, they rise upward and complete the third pass and finally come out through the chimney. So here we can say this is the chimney, and through chimney they goes out, and the flow path of the combustion or flue gases that is shown by the arrows outside the tubes, and during their travel the flue gases give heat to the water and steam is formed, and circulation of water in the boiler is natural circulation, and that is set up by the convective currents, and due to gravity, and feed water is supplied by the feed check valve. So here we can see the main working of Babcock and Wilcox boiler. So as we can see here, fuel starts to burn, then flue gases goes upward with the help of the breeze valve deflector and cover first pass, and then with the provision of the baffles they move downward and cover second pass, and with the provision of another baffle they rise up upward, and finally they goes out through the chimney to the atmosphere. So before going outside, the flue gases gives their heat to the water, and hottest water and the steam rise from the tubes to the uptake header, and then through the riser enter the boiler drum. The steam vapor escape through the water to the upper half of the drum, and cold water flows from the drum to the rear or downtake header, and the cycle is completed. And to get the superheated steam, the steam accumulated in the steam space is allowed to enter into the superheater tubes which are placed above the water tubes. The flue gases, these are the flue gases that passing over the superheater tubes produce the superheated steam, and the steam the superheated is finally supplied to the user through a steam stroke valve. So today we discussed the working of the Babcock and Wilcox boiler. I hope you get some information about main components and working from my both videos. If you have any query regarding the working of the Babcock and Wilcox boiler, you can ask by commenting, and you may subscribe NUniverse22 for more videos and updates on mechanical topics. You may like and share on Facebook with your friends, students and colleagues, and you also give your suggestions if required. Thank you. Have a nice day.